Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related. Please, big up to everyone who's supporting the channel. As always, love to everyone who's supporting Sarcasm City TV. Normally, obviously, this is the first Thursday edition of the show I've done in a few weeks simply because of the Europa League watch along. So obviously I'll have the Europa League watch alongs and then I'll do the Arsenal Manchester United show with Cam, which will be happening. So that's why. But normally on the schedule, you will get the show on Thursdays as well as the Monday edition, the Tuesday edition, and the Friday edition as well. I can see you lot in the comments already. So big up to everyone in the comments. Let's bump up the likes though, first and foremost, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. We're already at double figures, so big up. Let's double that. Let's get up to 20 likes, people. Let's get up to 20 likes. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. That's just as important. And just as important as those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. So let's bump up them likes, like I stated. Let's bump up them likes. Let's share this across all of the socials, all them social media apps you are active on, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Snapchat, TikTok, wherever you are active on. Share it across all of the socials you are on. All right, that's me, Flawless, on Twitter and Instagram, or Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. You can retweet and like from the Twitter. You can also share from the Instagrams as well and subscribe to the channel. What is the subscriber mark today? We're at 5,804. So we're only looking for one new sub. That's it. Just the one new subscriber, nice and early, to get us to 5,805 people. But yeah, as you can see from the title, new owners aside, what do Manchester United need in the summer? This is something I wanted to discuss simply because, yes, there is talks of new ownership. So whether it is the Qatari, whether it is Sheikh Jassim, whether it is Jim Radcliffe, whether it's somebody else who takes over, or whether the Glazers stay, all that aside, Manchester United still need players in the summer. So I thought, you know what? Why not discuss this rather than go over the ownership where it seems nobody knows what they're talking about or what is going on. But of course, if you have questions for me about the ownership, that's absolutely fine because it is Manchester United related. Big up to Stephanie, who says, simply let Ten Hag have the players he wants, both incoming and outgoings important. Big up the channel. I agree, big up to you, and I agree with that. Like, I trust Ten Hag in regards to both the incomings of players and the outgoings as well. Peter G says, in treble Hag, we trust. Big up, Flawless. Big up to you. And yeah, I trust him as well. Book Clock says, 2 midfielders, 2 strikers, and a centre-back, and I'd be pleased. All right, so we'll start with what, well, we won't start exactly what you said, but I'm of this mindset as well. But first and foremost, I'm going to start with the goalkeeper. That's where I'm going with. I'm going to start with the goalkeeper. I think we need a new goalkeeper. 110%, we need a new goalkeeper. De Gea is not it. And when I say to RJ, Italy, England watch along, no, there won't be one because I'll probably be on with rants. So probably no Italy, England watch along. But I will be doing some watch alongs probably over the international break, but they'll be on the Twitch anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, De Gea, I want a new goalkeeper. And I simply, and this is not me saying De Gea is terrible. This isn't me saying De Gea is dreadful and needs to be moved on immediately. Big up to my bro Talks in the mud that we did a couple of weeks back. It's still on the Twitch. It's also on the audio platforms as well. And when he was talking about it, and he said, the only thing De Gea excels at is shot stopping. And I had to think about it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And me personally, I wouldn't accept that from any outfield player. I wouldn't have an outfield player who had one in the first team who just excelled at one thing. So whether it was a striker who just scored goals, or whether it was an attacking midfielder who just scored goals, or it was a defensive midfielder who was just good at tackling or just good at passing. And when I say good, excels, you know what I'm saying? Or whether it was a left back who was solely good at just crossing the ball, or a defensive fullback who was solely good, or solely, let me not even say good, solely excels at aerial duels, for instance. So the fact that I wouldn't accept it from any of the outfield players, why would I accept it from just my goalkeeper? Because he doesn't. That doesn't mean he's bad at them other things, but you take shot stopping from his attributes. Let's give him that. He specializes in that. He's probably the best shot stopper in the league, or one of. What else does David De Gea excel at? Coming to collect crosses and free kicks and corners, set pieces, no. Coming off his line, no. Command of his area, no. Communication, no. Being a sweeper keeper, no. Distributing with the ball at his feet, no. Passing out from the back, no. Long kicks, no. What does he excel at? Apart from shot stopping. Like, somebody let me know. Like, legit, you may agree or disagree, but he doesn't excel. And when I say excel, I mean specialize. On a scale of 0 to 10, what is he 8 out of 10 or better at, minus shot stopping? We wouldn't accept that from anybody else. Not actually, I wouldn't. Because that's why the same reason I criticized Cristiano Ronaldo when he was here. I was like, all he gives you is goals. Outside of goals, he gives you nothing else. Outside of shot stopping, the hair gives you nothing else. And he kept us in the game against Fulham. 2 world-class saves. They had the save from Mitrovic and the save from Willian. Absolutely world-class. But that's not enough if Manchester United want to go and compete at the highest level, which is contending and competing and challenging and winning Premier Leagues and competing and challenging and winning Champions Leagues. That's just me, though. Nathan says, amen to the new goalkeeper. This was one of the first things Pep did at City. This is a fact. He went and got Claudio Bravo. That didn't work. And then I believe he went and got Edison after that. V Cobra says, keep an eye on Bar Verbruggen if it comes to goalkeepers. Who does he play for? Ed says, big up the man, then big up to Ed as well. So that's why with De Gea, I'm like, yeah, you're not it. Which he's not. De Gea is, he's not it. So I would fully go and get a new goalkeeper. You let me know your thoughts on that as well. As for Ed says, oh, this is good. I knew somebody would pop up with some numbers. He says De Gea is only in the 50 percentile for shots faced versus save ratio this season. So the one thing he's meant to be elite at, he's only been average this season. Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. 110%. You have a very, very valid point there. And he's the Anderlecht and Dutch goalkeeper. So he plays in the Belgian league. All right, cool. All right, how old is he, V Cobra? Would I keep Weghorst and Sabitzer? Yes, absolutely. I'd have them both as squad players. I would sign Weghorst and have him as the third choice. I'd have him as the third. This is in the ideal world, by the way, people. I don't think this will happen. I would sign him and have him as the third choice striker. So I would sign number 1 striker. So whether that was an Ivan Toney, Osherman, Kane, I'd then sign a younger backup to them. And then I would have Weghorst there, third choice striker. Because he can also do a job in the turn as well. And as for Sabitzer, yeah, I've liked what I've seen from Sabitzer, squad player as well. I would have, bear with me, people, 1 second. I would have Casemiro. I would upgrade on Eriksen, and then I'd sign a backup to Casemiro and have Sabitzer. So I'd have Casemiro and a backup, upgrade on Eriksen and Sabitzer. So that's my 5. So what I'm saying is I want 3 new midfielders. First teamer, back up to Casemiro and Sabitzer. That's a great 5. Casemiro, upgrade on Eriksen, back up to Casemiro, Eriksen, Sabitzer. Fantastic 5 to choose from. So that's personally what I would do. Personally. RJ, I mentioned this. I really like De Gea, but he's kicking his bang average thoughts. Yeah, I was saying that. He don't excel at anything. So I'm not even going to argue you down and say that his kicking is not bang average. Even if someone was like, his kicking is decent or his dicking is good, when it's good enough for Manchester United and where we're trying to go. So that's why I would move him on. United for Life says, big up Flawless, big up to you as well. Right back. Obviously, right back's been, it was a major concern at the start of the season. Dalot had a great start to the season. Before the World Cup, he was flying. After the World Cup injuries, he's kind of fell off, and then Wan-Bissaka has stepped up. Someone a lot of the United fan base, including myself, was critical of, and rightfully so, because his form was poor. But he's improved, and he's been good this season to the point where he is now our first choice right back currently, based off of form, based off of merit, and it's thoroughly deserved as well. In terms of right back, I would go and sign a first choice right back and keep Wan-Bissaka. And why? And I'd sell Dalot. And the reason I do that is the same reasons I'm talking about De Gea. What does Dalot specialize in? I think he's good at everything. I legit believe he's good at everything pretty much. Like, from a defensive standpoint, 1-on-1, I think he's good. Defending at the back post, I think he's good. Whether it's a player running at him, he's good. Whether it's tracking runners, like most defensive, what's the word I'm looking for? most defensive duties. That's the word I'm looking for. Most defensive duties, he's absolutely fine. I have no issue. I don't see Dalot in the team and go, all right, you're going to get absolutely cooked defensively. Like, I trust him against anybody. However, then actually before I can get to that point, going forward, the same. You know what I'm saying? Technically sound, good on the ball, great progressive passing, right foot, left foot. I think he's good. No issues with Dalot whatsoever. Crossing does need to improve upon, yeah. Great overlap, great engine. You know what I'm saying? Great at overlapping, great engine, never hides, always an outlet as well going forward. I've seen him in the 85th, 90th minute bombing up that right wing. I've seen that. And then I've seen him bomb up the right wing, United lose the ball and him get back. So nowhere near is this a criticism of David De Gea. No criticism whatsoever of David De Gea. Yeah, I got you, Dan. Big up to Dan Tillyman in the cut. So, but the reason why I would move him on is the same reason as De Gea, well, a very similar reason. What does he excel at? What does he specialize in? And that's where I'm looking at it. What sets Dalot aside from other right backs, considering that is a key area in teams now. In modern day football, fullbacks is key. Right backs and left backs. You see it, whether it's at City with Cancelo and Kyle Walker, whether it's at Liverpool with Robertson and Trent. So we need to be in that ballpark. So that's why I would move him on, simply because he don't specialize in anything. Whereas Wan-Bissaka actually specializes defensively. He's arguably, we was having this conversation, he's arguably the best one-on-one defender in the league. He's also improved in terms of crossing at the back post as well. He still makes mistakes. He still makes mistakes, but he's still incredible at that. He's still absolutely incredible at it. So that's how I'm looking at it in regards to why I would keep Wan-Bissaka. If we're in the Champions League and we're going away to Real Madrid, who do we want up against Vinicius Jr.? Wan-Bissaka. If we're going away to PSG and it's Mbappe on that left-hand side, who do we want? Wan-Bissaka. If we're going away to Napoli and it's what's his name? Cavara. And it's Cavara. Who do we want up against him? Wan-Bissaka. That's my choice. He's there for I'm not saying playing week in, week out. I'm saying have him as backup, yes, but he's there for special occasions. Legit. When you need someone to, if we're playing out Manchester City, you know what I'm saying, and it's a Grealish or Foden, you want Wan-Bissaka over that side. Same way if it's a Liverpool, you want him, whether it's I don't know, a Darwin Núñez out there or whoever, you want it to be Wan-Bissaka. He does, like 110%. So that's why I would keep Wan-Bissaka and move on Dalot. Legit. Left back, same thing. I wouldn't sell Luke Shaw though. What I would do is have Luke Shaw as I think Luke Shaw is a better centre back than he is a left back. So I'd have him as backup to Martinez. Because even though he's been good, he's dropped off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's dropped off a little bit. But I think he's a better centre back than he is a left back. And he's great backup to Martinez, and he gives us nice balance with the left foot as well. So then that leaves us there. Malacia. I like Malacia. Do I think Malacia is good enough currently to be our first teamer for Manchester United? No. But I have no issues with him being in the team. Man, I mentioned Frimpong. I only know Frimpong in regards to FIFA. I signed him on FIFA, that's it. I know he's quick, that's all. Because Ed said, I love Frimpong from Leverkusen and promote Lair to the first team next season. If they had to keep one of our current right backs and taking Dalot purely for tech, fair enough. Players like Frimpong will bring the best out of Anthony. Hey, as long as we get a new right back, I'm with it. And left back, yeah. So I'd put Luke Shaw as a left-sided centre back, and then first choice left back. So what I'm saying is, I want not only a new goalkeeper, I want 2 first choice fullbacks, and then you've got Luke Shaw backing up Martinez. Then that allows us to move on move on Maguire, move on Lindelof, and then I would go and sign a right-sided centre back to back up Varane. So then the 4 centre backs would be Martinez, Varane, Luke Shaw, new centre back. I think that improves us massively. And then you've sold De Gea, you've sold Dalot, you've moved on Maguire, you moved on Lindelof. That's money recouped. Because you would get money for De Gea, you get money for Dalot, you get money for Lindelof, and you get some form of money for Harry Maguire. So that's recouping right there. And then I think that's the defense sorted. That's just me though. Would I sell Donny van de Beek? Yes, because I think we need a new number 10 anyway. I've already said I want Maddison. I've said go and get Maddison, 110%. I've stated many times. That's the number 10 I look at and go, yeah. Specifically if Leicester get relegated. Because then that makes it even easier to go and sign a player of that caliber. It really does. Welcome to the show, man. Like Dan Sillyman's in the building. Yes, family. What are you saying, man? You good?
What you saying, man?
Oh, bless,
What's
fam.
happening, mate?
You know? Oh, bless, fam. I'm just going through the team and like who I would sell in the summer, who I would bring in. So we'll go to you on that. David De Gea. What are you saying? Would you sell him? Would you bring in a new goalkeeper? Would you keep him? Would you bring in a new goalkeeper but keep him as backup? What are you saying?
Oh man,
Yeah, it's tough.
you know what? He's not. He's the least of our worries. However,
Agreed.
there's many deficiencies in De Gea's game, man. Like, bro, he's only good at shot stopping. Like,
Mhm,
like that's it. Like,
mhm,
trying to think what else he's good at, blood.
mhm.
But
I said
if
the
the
same thing.
people, if that's all they want, a good shot stopper, then hey, cool.
Mhm.
But I don't know if that's what I want. I don't know if that's what you want.
Nah, I've already
You
stated.
know?
I said exactly what you said.
Yeah. So
I
it's
said
one of them.
exactly what you
Like
said.
players offer many different things. You know what I'm saying? And some players are
Mhm.
limited to offering just one thing. Like,
Yeah.
and they can be utilized very well within a team. But when we're talking about the goalkeeping position, I don't know, man. Especially how Ten Hag wants to play, like from the back and all that as well. He's not good. His distribution is dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's coming for corners of that dead, handle it. Like, bro, he's just good at shot stopping, isn't it? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm saying. Like, and that's it, bro. So I think if we obviously we get the takeover and stuff, we can afford to we can get a new keeper in it.
Mhm.
Like we're gonna have like bare peas and that. So why not get another keeper? Like why not? And it's a tough one in terms of like getting an understudy or like a number one,
Yeah.
because I don't know. What do you think, man? Like, do you
No,
bring in
I
what do you
bring
think?
it. Yeah, literally just before you jumped on, I said I was number one. I'd go get a new goalkeeper for the
Mm.
reasons you stated. You know what I'm saying? You said it differently, but we said the same thing in regards to it's just shot stopping. Like that's it. He doesn't excel at anything else. This is why I'd move him on and go get a new goalkeeper. Go get an
Who would you
actual number
get
one.
though?
That's the problem. No goalkeepers in the Premier League stand out to me. There's no goalkeeper. Like people have mentioned, like Araya from Brentford. Who else has been mentioned?
From the Premier League.
Yeah, the Brighton goalkeeper. Yeah, because I don't really watch. I'm not really watching too much football outside the Premier League, so it'd be unfair of me to mention goalkeepers from outside. Might have mentioned Diogo Costa. I've only watched him in the World Cup,
Yeah.
so that's unfair. I've watched him play 4 matches. So to judge a player off 4 matches is super unfair. So I can't even say that. That's
Yeah, man, I
really
don't
unfair.
even know, bro. Like in the Premier League, I don't know. Outside Premier League, I don't really know.
Mhm.
I'm hearing a lot of different names like outside the Premier League, but
Costa's one who pops up. Mike Mignon, who's at Milan, AC Milan, he pops up all the time. His name is consistent. But
see,
again, I don't know
we
what's the
got the
player name.
general world class names and that Oblak and all them, man. But it's
Mm.
like, would you swap the guy for Oblak right now,
Not a black now, from what I've
or
seen.
do you know what I
From what
mean?
I've seen right now. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's not on me. Like it's on the recruitment team and the manager. Go find, you know what I'm saying? Go find a goalkeeper we don't know about. None of us knew about Lisandro Martinez before we signed him. Now look, none of us were talking about, oh yeah, United, because we all said all of them were in agreement. Manchester United need centre backs. No one person
But
said,
the thing is,
yeah, go get Lisandro
if you get
Martinez.
like someone who's very promising, but they're not quite
Mhm.
at that world class level yet, remember they're gonna have to like bed in a bit, like how De Gea bedded in initially when
Right?
he came in. So
Facts.
it's a tough one. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't think it matters whoever you get is gonna have to bed in the
Yeah.
goalkeeping position. I feel like it's gonna be tough for any goalkeeper to come in, bear pressure at Man United to be the
Mhm.
number one keeper.
Well,
Like that's big pressure, bro.
absolutely.
You know
Huge
what I'm
pressure.
saying?
But that's why the recruitment team has to be on point with whoever they get. Whoever the goalkeeper is, one, his ability has to stand up. He has to, like, ability wise, he's got to be it. And also mentally, he's got to be able to deal with it as well.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
go and, what's it called? Like I said, go and find one. There's definitely a goalkeeper who can deal with it. Is it tough to do? Absolutely. No doubt about it. It's an extremely tough job, but you are paid extremely well to do an extremely tough job. This is why you're paying.
They're gonna have to
millions
do
upon
their
millions pounds a year.
Googles like
Yeah,
fully.
man.
Like when you want to dive into the mental of someone and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you gotta go to their house,
Yeah,
their
Google's-
yard, gotta sit with them, break bread with them. Like
Facts.
you gotta understand the mentality. Like
Yeah, like 110%. Hey, that's a good question, United for life. Actually, I will do. Let me actually start that. Would you sell David De Gea? Let me actually start a poll on that. 1 second.
Jeez,
There
man.
we go. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Would you
Yeah,
sell?
big up Dennis.
1 second. I actually do that. That's a good idea, United for life.
Jeez, Eddie.
Hey, big up my guy Eddie every single time and that. Every single time. Would you sell?
Dennis said, would
go
you
for it.
guys take Kim J from Napoli?
Oh, Kim Min Jae. A name I've been hearing about from a profile standpoint. Yes. But I don't know if we sign him, if he's gonna want to come to Manchester United and sit on the bench. I don't see that happening when he's playing week in, week out at Napoli. The side contending for the Serie A, they're clearing Serie A, and the side contending for the Champions League. Why
He
are you
might be
gonna
a
want to
big Man
leave
United
that?
fan, bro. He might just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's all well and good. Do you
on the
think he's like, yeah, let me like, and like I said, profile wise, he fits the bill. I think he's like 6 foot plus, physical, like quick, all of that good stuff. But I don't think it would be smart business on our part unless we manage to like sort a deal out with him. But that's just me. And the poll's out, people, as well. Would you sell David De Gea? I'll leave that poll up for like 5-10 minutes. Right. Jesus, currently 75% of you lot saying yes. Wow. I'm saying,
yes, what? Sell him?
Yeah. 75% saying yes. I was saying. So yeah, go vote on the poll. Before we continue, over 30 of you lot locked in. Let's get up to 30 likes, people. Let's do so. Let's get up to 30 likes. I'm only looking for one new subscriber, man. Get us to 5,805. I know there's at least one of you lot who have not hit the subscribe button. So just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Book luck. Yeah, Kim Min Jae would be excellent backup for Varane. But does Kim Min Jae want to be backup for Varane is the issue. This is why when people are talking midfielders and people are talking about Lavia, Paulino, two midfielders I rate, are they gonna want to come and sit on the bench and be back up to Casemiro? Lavia literally just left Manchester City to go play football. Paulina's playing week in, week out at Fulham, who are more than likely going to be in Europe.
I think Paulina might be on it.
Do you think so?
Like not like a, just like a, he's first team player, but like a rotation kind of thing. Like I don't know, he can be offered reassurances and that. I feel.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He's got, bro. Like I don't know, man.
They
can sell the dream to anyone, man. Like they can, you know.
It is. Considering how Ten Hag manages Varane's game time, I think he played plenty of games, to be honest. But in them important games, he will play matches because we've seen Varane get rested. However, Kim Min Jae is playing week in, week out. He wants to, this is just me guessing, he wants to still play week in,
But this is where the pulling power of United and like the history and all that comes into it as well. Because a lot of players take that into consideration as well. Like I said, a lot of players might support United as well. And might be like, I want to be part of the future, part of what Ten Hag is building. Whether I'm starting now, you know, I'm going to fight for my place and end up starting anyway. So that's how some players might look at it.
Nah, they might. You right. Let me actually check. Let's see what Kim. I don't even know how old he is. Let me see how old he is.
And money talks as well, man. Money talks, man.
But he's doing business with them as well. We know what Napoli are like. Kim Min Jae, because he's currently he's 26, so he's not gonna want to come and sit on the bench. I thought he was younger. Yeah, he's 26 years old. Right now, as we speak.
The prime years, bro.
Yeah, he's in the prime years. Let me see this. Kim Min Jae, and let me see how many games he's played for Napoli just this season. So yeah, this season he's played 26 matches. So that's pretty much all the games. He's played 26 matches, and then he's obviously played all the games in in the Champions League. And they could do a double. Well, it'd be interesting. But would I sign him? Absolutely. Kim Min Jae. Like Dan already said, big up to Eddie as well. He said, shout out my dogs.
Well, rather have him than flipping slabbing, wouldn't we?
Yeah, of course. But anyone, like Mohammed said here, this is a shout. Flawless, I'd get Bella Kotchap from Southampton, good defender and cheap. I like his profile, actually. This is actually ideal. If I seen us sign Bella Kotchap, I'd be like, that's good. I need to watch him more to further assess. But from what I've seen, a few times I've watched him play, and I'd see his profile, age-wise, Southampton probably will get relegated as well. I think that adds into it. I would definitely go and get a Bella Kotchap. I would. Like, that's what I would say. That's just me, though. But yeah, De Gea, You lot, yeah, Seaman, yes, 64% still saying yes. All right, right backs. What are you saying, Dan? Would you get rid of Delo? Would you get rid of Wan-Bissaka? Would you get rid of both? All right, what are you saying?
I'll definitely get a new right back.
Okay. Would you sign a first
Like a
choice?
certified
So you
first
sign a
choice
first choice.
right back.
Okay.
And then it's, boy, one of them's going to have to go, innit? I think
Yep.
Delo has to go, bro.
Go on. Why? Why have you gone with Delo over Wan-Bissaka? Leaving.
I don't know, like, because, don't know, but they both offer certain things, but it's like, Bissaka's like I feel like he'll be more pivotal, like he'll be more vital in certain games and stuff like that. And he can be deployed as like a target, like just, I'm saying he's got like the best, he's a sick tackler, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, he can be deployed to like actually pinpoint certain man, stick onto certain man, and that. You know what I'm saying? So the defensive capabilities of him outweighs, like, I think what Bissaka, Delo offers, man. Like, so I'll probably keep Bissaka, sign a sick new first choice. So and Delo's gonna have to go, man.
All right, Delo. First. Left back, same. You got Shaw, Malacia over that side. Obviously, we got Shaw. I mentioned he can play centre back, and we've seen him play centre back and play
I think
well
you
this
keep
season.
both of them, and then you still try and get another like first choice if you can. It's like, I don't know, like I said, I'm considering the takeover and that as well.
Okay.
If we get the takeover, it's like, man,
you
can
do
cover all bases. You know what I'm saying?
You can say both. So we can say hypothetically the takeover does happen. We can go there or say type of like because it's still your dream signings at the end, like what you would do, like if money was no
So
object.
if it's down to me, I'm getting a sick new first class, world class left back, right back, goalkeeper. Because again, as well, you got like when Pep came into Man City as well, he started. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like he started off from the back as well. Like I feel like that's
he
the
got rid of Hart straight
foundations. You
away.
know what I'm saying? Like starting from the back and clearing out what you don't need, don't want, and just getting the certified flipping guys that you need for your system, man. Like I feel like you can definitely improve on the fullbacks, man. Fullback position and the keeper. So yeah, man. If it was me, I'm getting left back, right back. I'm keeping both Shaw and Malacia. I'll get rid of Delo on the other side.
Yes.
And yeah. That's what I'll do.
Not first.
The names, I don't know it. Who?
Yeah, names and stuff. In terms of fullbacks, no fullbacks stick out, but I do right back and do left back. Same with goalkeeper. Centre backs, you've already mentioned Maguire. We know that we want to get rid of Maguire. Lindelof, would you move him on?
Who would you have though? Like, do you have any? Who would you take for? What would you do for left back?
Oh yeah, exactly what you said. I'd have Luke Shaw as backup centre back to Martinez, and then go and sign a first choice left back, and have the first choice left back Malacia competing for that spot, and then Shaw can play there if needs be as well at certain times.
Who would you want though?
There's no left backs that stand out. There's no one I look at that go get. Currently, there's nobody. I might have mentioned I can never pronounce his name, but the Ecuadorian fullback from Brighton, beginning with E. Damn, I will know in the chat who I'm talking about. People have mentioned him, but to me, no one stands out. There's no one I look at. But centre backs, obviously, I know you want Maguire gone. Lindelof, what are you saying? Lindelof, would you move man left?
Maguire like no one else.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
That's a default position right there.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yeah, man, definitely get another centre back in. That is a tough one again as well because it's similar like what you're saying about the thingy, like fighting it out. But you need that rotation and that. Yeah, man. I think someone like what's his name, the guy from Napoli,
Kim Min-jae.
Yeah, if he wants to come and not be first choice all the time starting, someone like of that ilk.
Yeah.
So if not him, then someone else like him. Yeah, I think we're all right. We're all right there. We just need someone to replace Maguire. And then maybe look to I don't know, man, because Varane's very injury prone as well, isn't it? So,
well, he's actually been good this season in terms of availability.
yeah,
He's barely been injured. He's played most
has.
matches.
He has, but then you always got that in the back of your mind, innit? Like you're like, something could happen.
We need to improve anyway. Well, yeah, like a Kim Min Jae works. Man mentioned Bella Kotchap as well. That's another one. Like I'm fully with that. I'm fully with a Kim Min Jae or Bella Kotchap. I just don't want to see Maguire or Lindelof anymore.
Nah, they're done at it, man.
Yeah, I need them move done.
Especially we get taken over. We need to just get rid of every dead
takeover or not. I want them gone. You know what I'm saying? Takeover or not. I want them gone.
But it's one of them, you know. If Glazer stayed, then boy, shit's just
like, yo, even though Bella Kotchap is not expensive like that from.
And like Phil Jones is still about. It's crazy.
But he's still about a name, but we don't see him. Sky doing up pretty. You know what I'm saying? For finance.
Hey, I forgot about someone as well. The forgotten man, blood. Is it just me? Or everyone forgot about flipping Tellers, blood.
He's on loan. He's out on loan.
That's what I'm saying. I forgot about him though.
Yeah, he's out.
I legit forgot about him.
Get sold, man. Move him on. Move on to the Tellers. Hey, T-Trap, big up to you. Hey, large up everyone that's locked in. Good to see green usernames in the chat. Don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. I will be doing a members Q&A on the Twitch tomorrow. So if you want to be able to get on that on the Twitch, for those that have seen the Q&As, there's many other perks as well. That's just one of them. Check it out. 3 different levels: Sarcasm Citizen, Sarcasm City Soldier, Sarcasm City General. If you are a soldier or a general, and I've not reached out to you, let me know, because that means I don't have your contact details. So just at me on Twitter or DM me on Twitter or DM me on Instagram or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you are Sarcasm City Soldier or Sarcasm City General. Yeah. T-Trap, big up to you. RJ says, would you sell Martial? Yes, I would. 100%. As much as I'm a fan of Martial, I would move him on. Absolutely. Book clock, I forgot about Bailly as well. We have Bailly coming back as well. That's someone I would move on. Just because he can't stay fit. I don't know how he's done. I know he's in France. I think he's at Marseille he's at. And I know he got like a 10-match ban. Or not a 10-match ban, but he got a lengthy ban.
Did he like boot someone in the chest or something?
Yeah. Bailly too. Yeah. He's like, as much as I like Bailly, it's like he's not. Yeah.
He's just a reckless guy.
Yeah. He's just
he needs to relax, man.
Yeah. Like, if he could control that aggression, you'd have a hell of a defender.
Yeah.
But it's just, that's what it is. Is there
he's like one of them guys you always want him to just stop with that shit, man. You got so much controlled promise, like.
Is there any other keeper that's as good as De Gea available at the moment? I don't think there is. Star-Lord, of course there is. We just don't know them. But is there another goalkeeper as good as De Gea? Yes. In the whole world of football, yes. Just go find him. Absolutely there is. But it's
unearth the gem and that.
Unearth the gem is definitely. We just don't know them. But we don't know. It's not our jobs to. We don't know all the goalkeepers. There's definitely a goalkeeper.
But then you know, like I said, they're gonna be bare pressure. If the world don't know who he is and he comes in, then he's gonna know the world don't know who he is, and he's gonna be like, "Oh shit,
the world don't know as well." As soon as if you sign for Manchester United, all of a sudden you are a star. You are well known. People are researching. Absolutely, go find one, because then by this logic, that means just keep the hair forever. Because we won't find someone who's good. People said this, not you, Star-Lord in particular. People, this is the excuses people had for Ronaldo. Or who we gonna get? Who's gonna score the goals? And we improved since he left. That was the conversation.
Who was saying that?
This was the conversation, fam. This was the conversation. That man was saying this. This was on Sky. This was in mainstream media. This was the Ronaldo defense.
Like you can't replace a 39-year-old flipping Ronaldo.
Exactly.
Like with
people were saying this on people were saying this on socials. This was a genuine debate on social media. This is a genuine.
Not only are you going to replace the goals, you're going to replace everything else that the guy can't offer at this moment in time, and won't offer again in his career.
So yeah, to me, yes, there is goalkeepers definitely as good as and better than David De Gea in the world of football. We just need to go find it. Where we at? Midfield we'll go to. So our midfield options currently, you got Casemiro, you got Eriksen, you got Fred, you got McTominay, Sabitzer on loan. We'll start with Sabitzer, actually. Would you sign Sabitzer permanently?
I would, just for, backup, innit?
Yeah.
Just squad guy, innit? If we're going to get rid of other man, McTominay, and then Van der Beek, and who else?
Fred.
Yeah. Fred. Would you get rid of Fred?
I get rid of Fred, man. It's time to move on, man. Gotta improve.
Boy.
Because I'd
We're
go
gonna have
get
to
a
do a
backup.
whole rehaul of this.
Yeah,
this
100%. We
midfield,
need a
man.
rehaul. I would would go and I'd sign a backup to Casemiro. I'd get an improvement on Ericsson. And then that's
Basically,
and
to
then give it
replace
5.
majority the whole midfield, bro. Like,
Legit. We need to. The reason why we haven't competed for anything major in 10 years is because of players like McTominay and Fred playing too many matches. It's time to move these men on.
that's true, man.
It's time to move these men on. So I would move on McTominay. I would move on Fred. I would sign Sabitzer and have him as backup. I'd sign a backup to Casemiro, whether that's a Paulino, whether that's a Lavia, whether that's an Onana, or a player like that, or another player. An improvement on Ericsson. No names really stick out to me, but I would go and try and get his profile, but just an improvement. So then you got Ericsson and then you got Casemiro and then Sabitzer, and that's your 5. That's just me personally. Tired of these Lindelofs and Maguires and McTominays and Freds. Not good enough. Not good enough. Yeah, that's what it is. And you could still get money for some of them. And I like Sabitzer, cheap option as a squad player. Absolutely. Leave Pastor Fred out of this. The congregation demands an apology. I'm not saying he's as bad as them. Don't get mistaken. Fred is much better than McTominay, Maguire, and Lindelof. Not putting him with them. He's much better than them. However, Eddie, it's time, man. It's time.
Time, man.
Like it's time
It's
to
time,
like.
bro.
It's time. In the words,
We gotta
of,
start thinking different now. When it's the takeover thing, it's like
it's time.
It's time for all of this now.
Yeah. In the words of, you know what I'm saying, the great late Claude, man, it's time to go.
Time to go.
Yeah, I'm saying R.I.P. Claude, man. It is. Big up to Noah. He says big up to Flawless and Dan Tilly, man, the legend.
Come on, big up Noah.
Big up. Sabitzer on the bond within the squad. I felt it from the very first moment on, you know, the spirit in the dressing room, the connection between the players. All right, let's go.
The vibes, the frequencies, the energies in that. Come on.
Bob Clock says De Jong and Barella would be improvements on Ericsson. De Jong don't want to be here.
Speaking freaking fairy tale land, my guy.
De Jong don't want to be here. Like, I'm a fan of De Jong. I was when we played them in them 2 legs, he super impressed me. When I seen him play in the World Cup, impressed me. But
bro, Barella is very cold as well.
Barella good? I've not watched Barella like that.
Yeah, he looks serious. But the thing is, he's the Italian boy, bro. He don't want to come as well. He's like a De Jong. He don't want to come here.
He wants to stay in Italy type.
Yeah, bro. He's one of them, man. He's like one of them proper, like, no Totti and that. Them, man. They want to just stay there for the whole career. Like, you don't want to come here, man. Come on, man. That'd be highly unlikely. But they are sick. But again, it's unrealistic because they don't want to come, man.
So it's like go and get an Ericsson improvement. And I'm a big fan of Ericsson, but yes, go and get an improvement. If you sell Fred, who would you get him to replace him? You need a player like Fred in the squad. Sabitzer. Sabitzer does everything Fred does in Bell. He's energetic, gets around. Fred ain't gonna play. If we sign, let's say it is Paulino. So there's Casemiro, Paulino. Let's say it is De Jong. So let's say hypothetically, we sign Paulino, we sign De Jong. So that's Paulino, De Jong, Casemiro, Ericsson. Where is Fred playing? Where is he playing? Like, let's call a spade a spade. Where is he? Well, like, he's not. So I would just go and get Sabitzer as number 5 and then call. If Fred wants to stay and be 6, cool. But he's not it, man. Does he have his uses? Absolutely. Fred has his uses. He does. And if you need someone to do a job on an attacking player, yeah, he might play. But I'm just not with it.
Man wants that quality. Man wants that quality in midfield, man.
Barella didn't seem happy at the other day at Inter. Why? What happened, Star-Lord? What happened? Would I take McAllister at United? No, I wouldn't. From what I've seen, no. I think he's good, but I don't think he's good enough.
He's an Argentinian brother, ain't it?
Yeah.
Argentina with that name. That's crazy.
Yeah, so mad.
McAllister, you know. Yeah. McAllister. Yeah, he bastard. That's a Scottish name, no?
It's Scottish. I just need ball carriers. It's shocking how no one in our squad can take a ball past 1 or 2 players. Yeah, because that's why we're talking. Dan said it as soon as I mentioned who I would sell and who I would bring in. Well, just who I would sell. It's a complete overhaul. Our squad is short, Book Clock. You know this. All Manchester United fans with sense and a brain and 2 eyeballs can see that our midfield is short, even though it's improved. Bear in mind, we signed Casemiro and Ericsson, and it's still short in terms of quality. But that's just me. I would move on McTominay. I would move on Fred. I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? Of these players. I really am. Like if Fred wants to stay and be sixth choice, cool. But go sign me a backup to Casemiro.
Have you seen much of this Maino guy? What his name is?
Oh, Kobe Maino. No.
Mm.
I don't even know what he is. You know what
He's a DM, no?
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let us know in the chat. I legit don't know. And the poll is close, people. The hair is yes, but it's like 59% to 41%. So the fan base seems, well, you lot, how you say the whole fan base, the Sarcasm City TV community, you lot seem pretty split. And I'm sure this is a conversation we're going to come back to as well. Hey, we're still too short of 30 likes, people. So let's get us up to 30 likes, people. Have we even had a new subscriber yet? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Bump up the likes, you lot, and hit the subscribe button. We have hit 5,805, so big up to you lot. Let's get 5 more. Let's go 5,810. Man is saying, yeah, he's at 8. See, man, T-Trap saying he's a CDM. King Manny's saying he's at 8, like box to box. Oh, yeah, Jude Bellingham, that's someone we've been linked with. Would you take Jude?
Of course, man.
Okay.
But again, he don't want to come as well, does he? Ain't he like a Liverpool fan or something? Like he's
not going Liverpool. He's not going Liverpool.
Where's he going? He's going Real Madrid or Man City.
Man is saying Madrid. That being said, if he goes Real Madrid, go get Camavinga or Tchouaméni. What's going on?
Oh, don't do that.
Go get
mad thing. Like, they got that other dude as well, blood. Fucking Valverde or whatever his name is.
Like if they sign, so that means if let's say Real Madrid sign Bellingham, so they'll have Bellingham, they'll have Camavinga, they'll have Tchouaméni, they'll have Valverde. Like, because we got someone said it was like not solid reports, but someone mentioned us being linked with Camavinga. But I'm saying right now, Jude, Camavinga, or Tchouaméni, I'm taking in a heartbeat at Old Trafford.
But they just signed for Real Madrid, isn't it? Like,
nah, Camavinga's not been playing though.
Wow.
Camavinga's not been playing. Like he's played left back and then he's not playing because you still got Modric and Cruz there. You got Tchouaméni there as well, and you got Valverde there as well.
He's easy.
But where's Dennis when? Dennis is it's a shame Dennis is not in the chat because he's a Madrid fan. He'd be able to tell us further. Yeah, go on.
No, I'm saying he's gonna easily just slot in there though when they're done, in it. Like,
yeah, he could have said the same about Casemiro, and I hear you. We would have said the same about Cass this time last season. If me and you were sat here right now towards the end of the match talking about, yo, if Real Madrid signed such and such, and I said, let's go get Casemiro, we would both be like, nah, not a chance.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, man. It's a bit weird.
Not a prayer we sign Casemiro. Would you take Modric as a free signing? Yes. And in a heartbeat, yes. I would take Modric, but it can't just be Modric. Even at 38, him and Benzema are the only 2 old players I'm taking like that. Yes. I'm taking Modric, 110%. Why would I not take Modric in that? Look, we have McTominay. Why am I not taking Luka Modric, even at 38, on a free signing for a year? It doesn't mean build the team around him. I'm saying just for a year and then you go get other players as well. Absolutely. I would sign Luka Modric. What are you saying? You want to get him? You want to sign him?
Modric?
Yeah.
He's quality, man. He's quality, but it's like we can, again, take over thing. We don't need it. We could get a younger Modric. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we need to get Modric? Like, we can get to him.
Why not both?
Both did, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, really.
Why not Modric and a free and a younger Modric? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cool,
I'm saying
you can get 2 younger Modrics instead of the older Modric and the younger Modric. Get 2 younger Modrics.
I don't know about the 2 younger Modrics.
Why?
I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because it's going to be tough enough to find one.
Like you said, the scouts, bruv.
Yeah, well, I would definitely take Modric as a squad player, 110%. That's brilliant. You go get younger Modric himself.
I'm saying though, my thing is, I'm just a bit sick of like, you know how we haven't had a freaking young striker for time, bruv. Like,
I hear that.
We just be getting Ibrahimovic and man, and it's like they're quality, but it's like, come on, man, get a young, hungry guy now, bruv.
Like I said, I'm saying both. I'd go sign both. I'd go get Modric and another.
Cool. If money's not an option, do it. Do whatever.
Yeah. And he wouldn't be expensive if he's a free. Bear in mind, people, this is hypothetical. I don't think this happens. I don't think this happens at all. But if he's available, yes, at 38, I go and be like, you know what? Similar to Chelsea getting Thiago Silva. That's how I look at it. That's exactly how I look at it, but don't use him as much. But you see the impact Thiago Silva's had at Chelsea. I believe Modric could have that impact at Manchester United. And he'll be fine in this league. Next to Casemiro, and let's say it's a Paulino, for example. You could even push him higher up the pitch and play him as a higher 8, not even in a 6. He's better than Bruno. Play it that way. I'm saying Dan's not particular. I'm with it. Well,
I'm with it. I'm just saying, like, bro. Like, you can just get younger, sick guys, like wavy guys that are younger. Like.
True. Flawless, I'll drive and pick up Modric, one of the greatest midfielders of all time. I'm with you, David. I would literally pay his Uber. 110%. Let's see where we're at. So, yeah, midfield. So, what we saying? Get rid of McTominay. Would you get rid of Fred?
Get rid of McTominay, Fred. I'm saying get rid of all of them. Get in Paulina. Get in fucking Neves, blood. Get in Sangare or whatever his name is. Get in Bellingham. Get in fucking all of them.
That was a shot.
I'm saying, blood. Why not? Locatelli, blood. Who else, blood? Let's think of names, blood. Milinkovic Savic, blood. He was linked for about fucking.
Yeah, we always linked to him. We always linked to
the new guy, Tan, and that fucking get him as well, bruv.
Wait, what's the Haaland release clause? What's the RJ? What's the Haaland
release clause?
What's the Haaland? Is it not 2 years? You've only been here a year. I swear it kicks in after 2 years. I know Bruno will be here next season, but I seriously need him to be gone after the season after that. I cannot stand the way he plays. Well, we'll go on to that. 10s. So we have Bruno, Donny van de Beek. I think we're all in agreement we'd move on Donny van de Beek. So we need a 10. You in agreement with that, Dan?
Yeah.
We need a 10. Any 10s that stand out for you?
Jadon Sancho, blood.
Jadon Sancho. It's a show.
Jadon Sancho, blood. Convert, man. Nah, I'm joking. I don't know, man.
Sancho's a 10 works.
That could work. But if we're talking about certified 10s in the world that you can go and get, shit, man.
I'd say Maddison.
I've said this, you know.
I'd say Maddison, 100%.
Right.
Especially if Leicester City go down, which could happen. 110%.
That's a shout.
And I would have Sancho as an option to play in the 10 as well.
That's what I'm saying. So you can have Sancho as an option, but number one attacking midfield, centre attacking midfield. Who are you getting? Who are you bringing in? Maddison. Who does the comments want, bro?
Yeah, who do the comments want? And they're saying, yo, Montana said, get this guy on more blood. That's what he said. Dan's a regular.
Dan know Montana.
He's a regular. Dan shows up.
I like the display.
Open door.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's an open door policy to Dan. He knows this.
Come on, you know what?
Am I lying, Dan? I'm saying you don't welcome here all the time.
From the beginning, bro.
Well, and saying you said get Cam on more as well. Cam's the same, Montana. If you want these man on the channel more, you gotta talk to them. It's not on me. It's not like I say, yo, you can't come on today. You know what I'm saying? Me and Cam got the show midnight. So make sure you're there, Montana. The Arsenal Manchester United show, midnight. Lovely segue, actually. Going to talk from the Arsenal ManDem United podcast. So me and Cam will be talking all things Arsenal and Manchester United.
Even that guy, bro, the Napoli guy. That Russian. Yeah. He can play attacking mid as well.
We are not signing him. He's a left winger.
Left winger, but he's like Sancho as well, where he can play like behind. You know what I'm saying? Like he can play that position. And there's that young kid that like who is it? Leverkusen, I think.
Kudos.
Is that his name? I don't know. Some young
Leverkusen. Are you talking about Ghanaian?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't think that's his name. The comments will know. I think.
Yeah, Akil says, let us know. Young attacking midfielder at Leverkusen. João Felix, no, I don't want João Felix. I'm good. I don't want João Felix. I'm blessed. No, I'm not with this Akil.
I'm good.
I'm blessed. Very good player.
That's the one Wirtz, so his name is Wirtz.
Felix is only on loan at Chelsea and he's balling. He's not balling at Chelsea. He is not balling.
Man.
He's not balling at Chelsea. He's playing well. He's not balling. Like, let's not do this. Man is saying Florian Wirtz.
Yeah. Oh, what? He's going to Bayern Munich, though, apparently. Bayern Munich always, they just piss me off, man. It's so annoying, bro. Always fucking signing these guys real quick.
Why not Felix Flawless? Doesn't produce enough. That's my problem with Felix. For all this skillful, super talented flicks and tricks and will go past the player and drop the shoulder, look great on comps, will Mega Man, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make defenders look silly. Absolutely. But, yo, you got to produce. Man's got, what is it, 1 goal, 1 assist in 10 games. So what? Yes, I do take into consideration Chelsea's attack is absolutely atrocious. But if we're talking 80, 90, 100 million, I'm not hearing that as an excuse. If you're an attacking player who's 80, 90, 100 million, you have to produce. We get on Sancho for not producing, and rightfully so. So what is Felix? David says he's an upgrade on Bruno. Any half-decent number 10 is an upgrade on Bruno. Bruno is not the bar. Any 10 human name I'd probably take over.
What about
Bruno
my guy that
Bruno.
we was linked with, man? What happened to his name, man?
Who?
What's his name? Nkunku? Is it Nkunku?
He's going Chelsea.
He's going Chelsea?
Yeah, he's going Chelsea. That deal's done. Where you been, fam? Yeah, that deal's done.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh, shit.
Chelsea can't finish the chances. He was 5 under 10 high. He hasn't created that. I've watched a lot of Chelsea because I was very interested to watch João Felix. He's not creating for them a lot. I watch a hell of a lot of Chelsea, in particular for him, because let's see how good he is. I was like, let's see how, but great. Like I said, hype, fantastic talent, but you have to produce. And this was my issues when we was linked with him in January. I said, when is the last time this man had an outstanding season?
Would you take what's his face for free?
Who?
Marco Reus.
No. Let's go get, like you mentioned with the Modric thing about going. Let's just go get the cream of the crop. Like I seen Leicester, they played Brentford. The pass that Maddison played to Harvey Barnes for the goal. That's what I want in my side. Pinpoint through ball. Great finish by Barnes as well. Great finish. I need that. Like that's it. Like I don't need a João Felix who hasn't had a great season since Benfica. And people will say, oh, Atletico Madrid, Simeone tax. I hear that to an extent, but then Griezmann was under the same environment and balled out. So why are we still making this? He's not come and balled out at Chelsea. And if we're talking 90 or 100 M's, I'm not hearing about the team. I'm not hearing it. I'm not. At all. Hey, you lot bump up the likes. We're at 35 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes, people. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're trying to get to 5,810. I know there's at least 5 of you lot who haven't subscribed and 5 of you lot who haven't hit the like button. So let's hit the like button. Let's get up to 40 likes first and foremost. And on top of that, let's hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. It is road to 6K. No, I wouldn't sign a Dama Traore. No. I wouldn't sign a Dama Traore. Nope. To be honest, if Sancho isn't in the 10, I don't know where he fits. I agree with you, Chris. I agree with you. But we ain't got time to wait for Sancho to come good. So I'd still go and sign a 10. Because Sancho, we know, can play 10, he can play left, he can play right. And he's been better since he's come back from when he was in Holland, but I still need more. Yeah, Ahmed Diallo can play the 10, but I want to see him play left. Because I think him and Anthony need to compete. So, yo, on the sell Donny van de Beek and sign a 10. Yo, with that, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Madison's a shot as well, to be honest. I didn't really think of that.
Yeah. To me, Madison makes all the sense.
You know what you're getting as well with him. Yeah. Premier League. Proven as well.
Yeah, like 100%. Like, without doubt. Where we at? Right wing. Man have mentioned it. Diallo coming back. Anthony. Personally, I wouldn't sign a right winger. I'd have Diallo come back and let Anthony and Diallo compete for that position. You got Sancho who can play out there. Rashford can go over there. Pellistri can go out there. Well, Pellistri plays there. Bruno can play right wing as well. How old is Maddison? Is younger than that. I thought only 26. How old is Maddison?
Well, how old is he?
I'm going to check now.
What is he, like 28 or something?
I would still go and sign him regardless, but that's just me, man. Go sign James Maddison, 100%. Without doubt. There we go. Let me check. Yeah, he's 26. And it'll be 27 November. So, yeah, I will go and get him. Ericsson at the 10 is also a shout, Chris, 100%. But I'd rather have him as an option as well. Now, look what we're talking about, options. This is what Manchester United needs, so many different weapons to give oppositions different looks. But yeah, back to the right wing, I would definitely, I'd bring back Diallo and have Anthony and Diallo. Or what were you saying? Would you put Diallo back out on loan and sign a right winger? Are you done with Anthony? What are you saying, Dan?
Man, I mean, I want my guy Anthony. Like, he'll come good, man. He's got potential. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, yeah, Anthony's the guy, man. I got high hopes for him. I don't know. For now, like going into next season, it's like, can we improve on that area still? We probably can, but because of the options we have, should we? Do we need to? Like you said, we got the young kid coming back. Ahmad Peleshi plays there, right? Anthony. There's options. Sancho can also play there. Fernandez can play there. But I'm kind of,
Talk about it.
I don't know, man. It's like, no, when we used to have them certified wingers, man. Like, and we're just like, Anthony's got the potential, but he's not there yet.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I want to see a certified gunman. I want to see a certified guy on the right, certified guy on the left. I think Anthony can be that, but he's not there yet. So because of the takeover, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Because I'm thinking, I don't know. But who in the world is there at the moment, though? Like, to get.
Again, there's no one, to me, there's no one that stands out, but there is players out there, like we state. Yeah, Chris, who says Ten Hag will only use a left-footed guy there long term. That's why I would have Anthony and Diallo. But it's make or break for Anthony the next season, 2023-24 season. It's make or break for him. Like, you have to deliver.
What
Like,
if there was an opportunity to get like
who? There's no one that stands out.
Chiesa.
I want that same profile though. I want a left-footed on the right-hand side. Chiesa's right-footed. That's why I just keep Anthony, because you said the potential, and have Diallo back and like, all right, you two.
Yeah.
And then see where we go from there.
Yeah.
And see where we go from there. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. Too. I just a bit, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, I guess.
I still want De Jong flawless. You still interested in him? No, David, because De Jong doesn't want to be here. You missed it because you just joined.
He's fucking sick though, man.
Yeah, De Jong, like I don't dispute that. But it's like a gal who's fire, but she don't want to be with you. What are you gonna do? Are you just gonna keep running her down? The woman has made it clear she is not interested in you. Why are you still running her down? As long as she is the woman. You know what I'm saying? As cold as a baller De Jong is, he's made it perfectly clear he does not want to be.
You know what it is? Because it's Ten Hag, it's the perfect guy for him. It's the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? The right profile, everything. So it's like, who else other than him? So it's like,
players out there, man.
There is that we don't know about, like you said earlier.
Go locate them.
I'm sure Ten Hag's got a few in mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Got his list.
Switching over left wing, I think one of the spots where good. We got Rashford over there. You got Garnacho over there. Sancho can also play out there as well. I wouldn't move anybody on or buy a left winger. I think we got enough. What are you saying?
I think we do as well. I'm just trying to think about the guys in the world that could take us to a next level. Do you know what I'm saying? On the
wing. You looking to replace Rashford?
I'm not. But I'm saying, like, if, rotation options, I'm thinking, like, Mbappe, like, certain man, like, take over, Saudi, whatever.
Mbappe, all this. Mbappe, man. As much as I'd love it, like, we're not signing Kylian.
Yeah, bro, like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just like, because if you had the opportunity to get Mbappe, what are you doing?
Of course. I've stated already, the only player I'm happy about Manchester United spending 100 plus million on is Kylian Mbappe. If you are spending that much money on a player and it's not Kylian Mbappe, I think it's a terrible deal. Niggas are terrible. He's the only player I believe that's worth that in today's market. I don't think there's another player that's worth that. Shadrach says, facts flawless. You really are the people's prophet using gal analogies. Because I have to break it down to people. So I have to take it out of football, Shadrach, and put it into like everyday scenarios. And that's
the
what
difference is football.
What's the difference? No, but
the difference is football. It's not a gal.
No, it's not a gal, but it's the same. But it's the same print. The principles are still the same.
I hear you.
So I have to break, because it's like people lose sight of that because it's football. The young is the female who is Lang, but it's like a female who you know, and the female is fire. She looked 12 out of 10. Absolutely phenomenal. But she's made it clear she's not interested. So what you gonna do? Keep running her down? Or you gonna move on like she's not the only Lang gal out there?
Like you said, when it does come to football, it is different at the same time because there's money involved, there's this, there's that. It's
okay, so let's go further on the analogy. Then there's money involved, because imagine you, if you then become rich, the girl's more likely to be interested in you.
Exactly.
If you are,
that's just rich, it is what it is, bro. That's life.
We are rich though. This is the point in this analogy. We're rich. We are Manchester United. We are rich. He ain't even in a good situation. She's a Lang gal in a bad relationship, and still doesn't want to leave. It's not like she's single and she's flying in life. She is in this scenario. She's a Lang gal in a bad relationship, and she still doesn't want to leave. Move on. You know what I'm saying? In that, move on. Keep it stepping. Like that's what it is. She's not the only Lang gal out there. The same way De Jong's not the only midfielder in football, not even Europe, in world football.
Yeah,
you can sign. Yeah, David, we've all been there at points. You know what I'm saying? In that, you just gotta keep it stepping. Every shot you shoot ain't gonna go in. Every shot you shoot ain't you got. You know what I'm saying? And she's probably being ignored by the guy she likes. You know what I'm saying? So swings and roundabouts. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, it's life. But if you're lucky enough to find the right one, hold on to her. Or if any females watching, hold on to him. Trust me. Flawless, I felt that girl analogy, speaking from experience. Hey, big up, Dennis. Facts flawless. Love the gal analogies. You really are the people.
I like that guy though, man. On the what's his name? The Portuguese Don, man.
Who?
The left winger. What's his name?
Who's he play for? The chat will know if you give us more details.
Rafael Leao.
Oh yeah, Leao. Big fan of Leao.
Yeah. He's
big fan of Leao. I'm a massive fan of Leao. I just don't want to sign him because we have Rashford.
Why not have both?
Because if we're getting an upgrade, let's get an upgrade. Let's just go all out. You're talking, let's go.
What, is Rafael Leao not upgrade, no?
No. If someone wanted to say he's better than Rashford, I'd say cool. But neither Rafael Leao or Marcus Rashford are Kylian Mbappe. Like, true. He's a whole new, like, I think instantly, even if as soon as we sign just him, we automatically go into Premier League and Champions League contention. Just with the side. Doesn't mean we don't need further improvements, people. I'm saying he's the type of player who takes you to a whole new level. He puts you in a whole new conversation.
Whole new stratosphere.
A whole new stratosphere. A whole new universe. He's that good. Like, he takes us. Like Matoma Joseph. I've seen Matoma's been good this season, but I want to see him next season. Let's see how good he is. 100%.
Yeah, no, it's facts. Like, to be fair, Mbappe is the only one my head would turn.
Yeah, man. That's a statement of intent, not only to our own players and our fans, because it will give the whole place a lift. Imagine we sign Kylian Mbappe, what that first game at Old Trafford is going to be like. That place is going to be bouncing. The cheer that he would get for his first touch is like we've scored a last-minute winning goal. Like 110%. And then you've got... and then that puts the rest of the league on notice. If we go inside, like, that's, oh shit, United are serious. Oh my God. Right, that man just splashed 200 M's on Kylian Mbappe. Like, oh shit. Like, that's a yo, the footballing world stops spinning. And everyone looks and goes, right, Manchester United just signed Kylian Mbappe. That's the topic of conversation. That dwarfs any other transfer. If Harry Kane was to move, let's say hypothetically, Harry Kane was to move from Spurs and he went, it would never happen at Chelsea because they hate each other. That's an afterthought. if Manchester United sign Kylian Mbappe. That's the biggest news. That's in the news cycle for at least 2 weeks.
Bro, if we hit the Qataris, yeah, I think
At
they
least
would do that. They will try to do that because that's like a statement signing. Obviously, City's got Haaland.
Mhm.
It's new takeover. You want to make a big statement. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It only makes sense, bro. But the only thing that I'm thinking of is like Mbappe himself. Like, is he on it? Like, and because when you're hearing about the player power he's got at PSG, do you want that at Man United though? Like certain shit like that. He's not going to be able to move like how he's moving if he comes to Man
Absolutely
United.
not. Ten Hag ain't gonna have that. But
Yeah, he's not going to have that.
and I hear that it's situations with that, but with him, I run the risk simply because he's the type of player who can take you over the top. I'm a risk taker. So I look at it as like, all right, forget what happens if it goes badly. What happens if it goes right? If it goes right, you probably win a Premier League and or a Champions League. If you sign Kylian Mbappe and it clicks, you win a Premier League and or a Champions League. I'm rolling the dice. But that's just me. I'm a risk taker like that. We're chasing down City. We're chasing down Arsenal. We're chasing down Real Madrid's, Bayern Munich's, PSG's, Napoli's. We got no choice, to me. That's
So
just
you're not using that same thing on De Jong now?
No, I don't think De Jong's Mbappe level. De Jong is not Mbappe level.
I think that's what some people believe. De Jong is for the midfield. Like that's why I think a lot of people will still want to try.
De Jong is not Mbappe. Like Mbappe level in the midfield is prime Luka Modric. Not this Luka Modric, but prime Luka Modric at like 26, 27. I'd be talking the same. It's like a prime Pirlo. Bear in mind, people, we're talking hypothetically here. I genuinely don't think this happens. I've said this. Qatari investment or not, Sheikh Jassim takes, I don't think we sign Kylian Mbappe. And to United for Life, who says if you bring in a left winger, you will kill Garnacho's development. Hey, Garnacho got to hold that if you get Kylian Mbappe. It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? I will push Garnacho off a cliff to sign Kylian Mbappe at my football club. And I like Garnacho. I do. Yeah. Hypothetical cliff, people, not a legit cliff. You know what I'm saying? The only person I'd legit push off a real cliff is Ryan, but that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, you lot bump up the likes. You know what I'm saying? We're at 40 likes. Let's 10 more likes. Get us up to 50 likes, people. Get us up to 50 likes and subscribe if you're new. Like check 1212. Get us up to 50 likes and subscribe as well. And yeah, book club, that's legit it. Who cares about Garnacho if we get Mbappe long? That's it.
To be fair, we got a lot of potential in those wing positions, so it's no one or fucking Mbappe.
And no, I hope this is true. So he says this, how true this is. I don't know, people, but this is Lindelof quote. I want to play. That's why I play football, but I don't think about that. This summer, we will analyze the situation and we'll see
bye
best. That's good. I love to hear I love to hear squad players talking like this. You can dip. No one ain't forcing you, man.
Bye-bye.
You can go. Like no one ain't forcing you to stay. In it, like bye, like Lindelof. Thank you for your services. Good luck in your future endeavors. I'm saying he can bounce. You're Victor Lindelof. Bye. You know what I'm saying?
Ta-ta now.
Bye. Yeah, in a bit. Like I have no issue with Lindelof leaving. If this, I hope this is true. This statement. Noah Hills with the sauce. Where did you hear this from? Hills with the sauce. So we're saying left wing. We're keeping Rashford. We're keeping Garnacho. All right. Here's an interesting one. Strikers. We're all in agreement. Sell Martial.
Oh my gosh.
Would you sign Weghorst?
As a utility player, like for what he can offer,
okay.
Because he's a unique kind of player, like for he could do like a job on certain occasions. So yeah, definitely keep him as long as we get 2 new strikers as well. I want 2 blood, not just one.
I'm with you. I want 2.
I want 2 gunmen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like I said to you before, Osimhen and Vlahovic blood together.
So you saying Osimhen and they're your 2 picks, yeah?
Yes.
Osimhen and Vlahovic. Okay, go on. Why Osimhen and Vlahovic are 2 picks?
Because they're the guys, bro. They got good potential. They're young still. What are they? 23, 24?
I check now.
You know what I'm saying? They offer different things. You know what I'm saying? Osimhen's got that fucking raw pace, this and that. You know what I'm saying? You see, Vlahovic,
Osimhen's 24.
He's also a left footer, I believe. That's another little dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
some are even saying Van Persie type. Obviously, no, he's not Van Persie level, but left footer. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's just more options, bro. Like we need striking options, man.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is
Mhm.
going on? Like, when's the last time we had striking options? Back in the days when we used to have like freaking 5 strikers and that just ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How are you from? You spitting? You spitting? I'm in agreement with you. I think we need 2 strikers as well as Veghorst. I would sign Veghorst and have him as a third choice.
Yes.
If we were to sign Osherman and Vlahovic, not against it whatsoever. You know what I'm
Mud.
saying? Not against it whatsoever.
Mud.
I'm hoping what King Manny said here is true. Reports of Ten Hag wants 2 strikers. I hope them reports are right because we need 2 strikers alongside
My
Veghorst.
DRB, fam.
Yeah, no stress. We definitely do. Definitely do. I would personally sign. I don't know what's going on in terms of his investigation because of the betting scandal, but I would sign Ivan Toney. That would be my first choice. Second choice, I'm not sure. I don't know. But I would definitely go and sign another striker. I go sign another younger striker in the 21 to 23 bracket. That's what I would do. So I would have Tony, younger striker, third choice. But like Dan said, if we were to go get Osherman, have Vlahovic and a Veghorst, I'm cool. But I'm saying a Tony, another striker, Veghorst. I like that. I think that'd be a great summer, personally. Move on Martial, and we do need to invest in strikers 110%. Then it says, banner aside, Veghorst could be all right as a 4th choice striker. Yeah, no issue with him as a 3rd, 4th choice striker. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. When we won the treble, we had 4 top strikers and the 2 backup strikers won us the Champions League. Yeah, they did help. And Lindelof said it in a press conference in Sweden. All right, man, he can bounce. I'm fully with that. Fully with that.
Bye, Victor. Bye.
Questions, Flawless and Dan. Thoughts on the way United can see goals in games. You gotta go further than that, Ravi. Like, what are you talking about exactly? You have to elaborate. Then it says Osherman, apparently Napoli won 150 million for him. I don't think he's worth 150 M's. That's just me personally.
Nope,
I
he's
don't
not.
think he's worth.
But Qatar.
That is true. That is true.
Do it.
You got a point. You do have a valid point there. A very, very valid point. Osherman and Kane on a free next summer. There's no way we're signing
Kane on
Osherman
a free, blood.
Osherman and Kane are slapping. Because Kane's deal's up next summer.
Oh my days.
He's got a year left. His contract runs out 2024, but I think he'll sign a new deal and stay at Spurs anyway. As for Osherman,
That would be perfect if we got Osherman and Kane, blood. Oh my god. That's the scenario we really
I
want.
said
But
Osherman and Kane, this guy playing FIFA. But I said Osherman and Kane.
Qatar, man.
I said Osherman and Kane. You're a joke, man. I said Osherman and Kane.
And Mbappe.
Yeah. You're crazy.
Man, just like Kane, Osman, and Mbappe. Oh my!
This guy really playing. You really playing FIFA. Well, what's your position on Greenwood? Same situation I've had since the start.
Still talking about him.
I don't want to see him back. That's what I'm gonna say. Thoughts on the defense and losing the ball. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, Ravi. To be honest, I don't think the goals we've conceded is because the defense are losing the ball. I don't really see it.
Bro, didn't they say that he's about to marry that girl as well? Like,
yeah, certainly. He proposed to her. So, like I said, I'll talk further on him once he's back or we get more information. There's an episode where I spoke in depth about it because I was getting asked about it because I don't particularly like talking about it. But because you lot ask, I'll answer the questions. But my stance on it has been the same. My stance is still the same now as it been from the start and all the way through. I don't want to see him back at the football club, and nothing can change my mind on that. Emma says we still have FFP to worry about, especially if they can't pay the debt in full straight away. That's why we need the Qataris. But yeah, with FFP, that's why I'm not really trying to see Osherman for 150 M's. Go get Kane at a cheaper price. Go get Tony. I'm not the biggest fan of Vlahovic. Whether we're to get Vlahovic, cool. We just need strikers and quality. And we need 3. Take out Veghorst, we need 2. That's what I would say.
100.
Well, yeah, I think this is pretty much it. I think we've covered all. You lot get your final few questions in before me and Dan close out the show. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Big up to everyone who's listening back to this on the audio platforms as well. Salute to you lot. And yeah, they're saying Lindelof said that in a press conference for the Sweden game. All right, people always go on international break and start chatting. Love that. Yeah, man, leave. That means we go and sign a centre back. New owners or not. And yeah, I like Malacio. Is he good enough long term? I don't know yet. But he's got good potential. So I need to see more.
I agree.
There we go. I might have mentioned Jonathan David. Only seen him in the World Cup. Haven't seen him outside of that. So
Jonathan Davis. Ain't that the striker for?
Yeah, the Canadian
Did
striker.
you pay for?
No, I can't remember his club team, but he's the Canadian striker.
From Switzerland, isn't it?
No, he's Canadian.
Oh, Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian. I think. Big up the ManDem. Hey man, big up to Malcolm. Emma says,
Malcolm, man.
I want a DM first and foremost. Yeah, I hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of wanting a backup for Casemiro, yeah. Because we didn't when we ran through this, we didn't prioritize. We just named what we wanted. But in terms of what's essential to me is a goalkeeper, a DM,
backup DM,
a 10 and a striker. Like they're the 4 I'm looking at.
No, most definitely, man. Because you see what it's like when Casemiro is not there, man.
Yes,
it's just a next thing, man.
Absolutely.
It's everything just goes down a notch. Like even like you're just like, fuck, man, what we gonna do, man? Don't cuss.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it's those 4, and then beyond because that the reason why I say those 4 because that's the spine of the team as well. That's why I'm saying goalkeeper. I'm saying a DM. No, actually, when I say a DM, not even a DM, I tell a lie. I'm saying about the Ericsson. I'm thinking first team. So the Ericsson the upgrade. So the goalkeeper, the Ericsson upgrade, and number 10 and a striker.
What's more important, a backup DM or the for the first choice?
The Ericsson upgrade.
Ericsson.
Because let's say Casemiro's suspended, injured, then you can play Ericsson, and then you have a De Jong level midfielder in there. That's gonna mask Casemiro not being there. That's why, 100%. That's it. Big up God of Frogs as well. I see you. Did Lewis just raid? Big up Lewis with the raid. I believe Lewis just raided. So shout out my G Carefree Lewis. Yeah.
What's raid mean,
right.
bro?
Oh, that means so. Everyone who's watching the stream, he's ended the stream. He's sent over here. That's what he's doing.
Big up Carefree Lewis, blood.
So big up Lewis, innit? Yeah, you can raid now on YouTube like you can on Twitch. Hey, God of Frogs, if you want Mason, if Mason Mount's that good, you lot keep him. That's what I keep saying in that. Paulina's definitely a shout out, Jay. We mentioned it. But since we've had the raid, we'll stay on for a further 10 minutes. So get your questions.
Raid.
There's over 100 of you lot locked in right now. Let's bump up.
Raid. Weren't that Cassidy diss song or something called Raid or something? No one had beef with Meek Mills.
No idea, fam. You know better than me.
Raid.
You know better than me.
Because it's a spray repellent thing in it for the rodents and that. Raid. Something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, big up my G Carefree Lewis G.
Carefree Lewis.
The link for his channel is underneath in the description as well. True Mount is the guy for United. If we're being serious, Mount and Bruno in the middle is crazy. All right, how about you lot keep Mount on side Bruno then? You lot can do that. These men with these jokes. These men are jokers, you know. If Mount saw that, keep Mount and sign Bruno. I'll pay his train fare up to West London. There you go. You lot can have him if he's that good.
What did CR7 say on his MUFC exit? When we're not at the top of the mountain. When we're not at the top of the oh shit, wait, the comments moved. When we're not at the top of the mountain, we often don't see what's below. I went through a bad phase of my career. I have no problems admitting that, but life moves on.
Now that just to settle, do you forgive Cristiano Ronaldo? No. I don't. No.
Do you forgive him, you know?
No. I'm saying I don't have no issues or ill will towards him, but do I forgive him for that situation? No. Because he cared about himself bigger than the club, but then people tell you, oh, he loves the football club. Like, nah. I understand what it is. I love the football club. Dan loves the football club.
I think two things can both be right. I think he does love it, but you're right as well. What you're saying?
I don't think he loves the club. I don't think if you love something, you don't treat it like that.
But I don't know, man. Sometimes, you know,
that's not love.
Toxic and that.
Yeah, so that's not good. Then you don't truly love me. You know what I'm saying? That's people's bullshit acceptance. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? If you love me, you wouldn't treat me bad. Back to the gal analogy. How are you treating your gal like shit, but you love her? Makes no sense.
No, I agree, but I know that in some people's warped head, they don't see it like that.
You said it there, warped head. You know what I'm saying? People accept that shit because it's a bullshit excuse. You know what I'm saying? Same way if a girl's treating you bad, how do you love me and you're treating me bad? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. It's like your parents treating you bad but claiming to love you, or you treating your parents bad and claim. If you love something, you treat it correctly. Don't mean you don't.
I mean, that's how we operate.
You know what it is? Yeah, because we normal human beings. So I'm not hearing no nonsense. You know what I'm saying? See, I said, I don't love Manchester United, and that's cool. I have no issues with that. But just don't lie. That's my problem. I'm saying, but to be fair to Ronaldo, he has to take care of himself before the club, same as in a relationship. The club took care of him because nobody wanted him when we signed him. He would have been in Saudi Arabia 2 years earlier. Let's not act like the teams was beating down the door to sign Cristiano Ronaldo at that point. Nobody put a contract in front of him. Nobody. Not a one person. And I said this the entire time. The entire time he was here. Once he leaves here, he will not go to no other top club in Europe. And people try to argue me down. Then people have now disappeared. Where are all these top clubs in Europe who are off? There's a reason he's applying his trade in Saudi Arabia. Same way with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Quality manager, this, that, and the third. How come he can't get a job in Europe? Why?
But why?
Why? Why is it not? 100%.
But why?
Yes, Joseph, I'll be on with rants at 6:30. Yeah, I'll be on rants at 6:30. I mean, there were offers
what are you talking about? What are you talking about on there?
Probably United plus more. You know what I'm saying? Probably United plus more. I mean, there were offers to get Ronaldo. He just not to be on the crazy wages he wanted. You know what that means, God of Frogs? That means he's not worth the value. That's what that means. If people aren't willing to give him the wages he wants, that means he's not valued.
It's a high value man.
It's not a high value. This is why he's in Saudi Arabia. The reason for that. But he should be the guy leading Manchester United's charge for Premier League and Champions League glory. Get out of here, man.
No.
Get out of here, man. No. I'm glad he's gone. Don't forget what he did first time round. Second time round, I forget about that. But I got no time for him. And that's cool. I understand it's a job for most of these players. That's why I don't get emotionally attached to them. I don't understand what this is. I don't get emotionally attached to any players. I love what they do for my club at that moment in time or what they've done for the club beyond. You know what I'm saying? I mean, or what they've done for the club once they've left. Like, I look at it and go, props to Ronaldo.
Yeah,
still
it's
one
like
of my
R.
favorite
Kelly
players.
had this wavy music back then, but it's like, it is what it is now, isn't it? It's like, shit, man.
I don't know where Dan's going with that, but
No, you're saying you respect Ronaldo for that time. You know what I'm saying? The good times. But nah, you're not rating him. It's like, for example, R. Kelly, sick music back then. You know what I'm saying? And still,
that's better. I'm
but nah, it's a sticky thing. It's like, you can't rate him now, innit?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
that's better. You cleared that up second time round. The club should have never signed him in the first place. Yeah, fact CNF. I said this. I'm saying there's still the clip.
Yeah, in hindsight, he shouldn't have. They shouldn't have got him.
There's still the clip with being a shout out to Statman Baines. I need to get him back on, man.
Jeez, where's he been?
He just uni. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Jeez.
Live shit, uni. But big up Bainesy. I need to message him. The club should. Yeah, the club we should. And there's literally clips of me saying, don't sign him.
And I was saying, do sign him.
Yeah.
Because it's just one of those things. Hindsight is a beautiful thing, isn't it? Absolutely. We're not fortune tellers, though. Like, we don't know how some shit's going to work out. We might have a good idea. Sometimes we get pleasantly surprised and get proven wrong. Sometimes we get proven right in life. It is what it is.
Stevie Wonder could have seen that shit with Cristiano Ronaldo.
I mean, there was.
I'm not the smartest. I'm not the smartest. You know what I'm saying? And I am not. You know what I'm saying? The highest had the highest grade of weed in the dispensary. I could see it a mile off. Signing a 37-year-old Ronaldo to come and play under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and people are surprised it didn't work out. With Maguire as captain. And a midfield of McTominay and Fred with Bruno behind it.
Yeah, nice man.
People thought Ronaldo was.
It's just obviously the optimism, the hope thing, innit? That's all it is because of what he had done prior in the past. So it makes sense that people were like that. But at the same time, when hindsight comes in and logic comes in and shit happens, then you realize it wasn't the right choice.
And that's why I don't want fans. What's it called? A part of the football club, because all they think, like you said there, what you said there is correct, Dan. Emotions and feelings. But guess what? Emotions and feelings don't win you Premier League titles and win you Champions Leagues. And being successful at the highest level of sport, being emotions and being in your feelings clouds your judgment. You got to be cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, CNF. The club definitely dropped the ball. I blame the club more than him. 110%. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, I fully blame the board, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and everybody else that was involved. I was like, we're finished. I was like, we are finished. And it proved that way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's done now, Rick. We move on from that.
That's it. Well, yeah, that's what someone asked about it. That's what it is. But yo, we're gonna final few questions before we close out. But yeah, Dan, what positions do you think before we close out we desperately need like priority.
Striker, 100%. DM, backup DM, attacking mid. They're the priorities, really. Top priorities, to be honest. Everything else is good to have. Good bonuses. Obviously, Qatar. We're gonna get the P's, so you can cover all bases now. Get your priorities in, and then fill in the rest of the holes, man. We can legit like go into next season with all bases covered, like fully. Like we have the capacity to do it. We'll have the money. We'll have the resource there. Like we can do it. So we can finally go into season without having to worry about, we've got an aging freaking what's the name, whoever, up front. We can have a fresh squad going into next season of like absolute ballers in every position. And then we build on that. You know what I'm saying?
No, agreed, fam. Agreed. I fully hear that. Hey, but love to everyone who's locked in. Big up. Like I said, midnight we'll be back on the channel. Midnight, Cam and myself, Arsenal Manchester United show. So we'll be talking all things Arsenal, talking all things Manchester United. And then Friday, 4:30 p.m. same time, myself and Eddie. Dan might drop in, but myself and Eddie will be talking striker. We'll be going more in depth in regards to the striking options that Manchester United have. So whether it's a Osimhen, a Kane, a Tony, a Vlahovic, or somebody else. So yeah, we'll be going into detail in that. And then 11:45 p.m. that's Friday. Sarcasm City Sports Q&A to end your working week and start your weekend as always, people. Oh yeah, let me not forget as well, tomorrow on the Twitch members Q&A. So Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, that'll be the members edition. So I've reached out. If you're, like I said, if you're a Sarcasm citizen, if you're a Sarcasm City soldier or a general and I've not reached out to you, it's because I can't contact you. So reach out to me and I'm gonna get you on the Q&A, because that's one of the perks in regards to that on the Twitch. So yeah, man, love to everyone who continues to lock in. Yes, I'm on with rants in 20 minutes, Dennis. Yes, you sent me the link, so I'm on there.
Jeez, I'm gonna tune into that.
So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm saying chill out, get something to eat quick, and then boom, jump on.
Big up to everyone who's fasting as well, man.
Yes, 100%. Yes. Large up to everyone who was fasting 110%. Dan, anything else you want to add before we close out?
I just want to say big up to everyone in the comments. I love all of you. Big up to a man like Flawless, Sarcasm City, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Hardest working Don on YouTube at it. You know what I'm saying? Always providing that top-notch quality content. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe, smash that subscribe and that like, become a member, become a soldier, become a general, become a commander, a chief, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do all of that. You know what I'm saying? This is Sarcasm City. Yeah?
You already know.
Let's go, man.
Yeah,
big up to everyone.
Love to everyone who's locked in. Dan, big up for the kind words as well. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. If you missed anything that I stated, the upcoming live stream schedule is updated Sunday to Sunday, people. So you know all the shows that are coming up at all times. Make sure you check it on a daily basis, though, because sometimes show times can change and shows can get added as well. But this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.